When we developed the More Than Freeman campaign with SFW, what we actually did was combined our agency effort and had an integrated above and below the line agency. I think what happens in that moment is you realise that perhaps it's not set up in the perfect way when you bolt bits together. So why we got oyster catchers in was to review the relationship, to make sure it was on a firm footing, doing everything both parties needed it to do, and that it was set up to win for the future. For me, evaluating agencies is critical. This is a relationship business. It's really important that my team work effectively with all our agency partners, and it's really important that we work as one team for common goals and common success. Again, it's about relationships. Those relationships are vital. What oyster catchers are absolutely amazing at is getting under the skin of what's really going on. So we got the oyster catchers team in to review the relationship on both sides. How is it working from the client, from our perspective? And how is it working from the agency's perspective? Where were we winning and where were we falling behind? And what they did skillfully is really got under the skin of the critical areas of focus and taught us where we needed to work and improve so that everyone was winning going forwards. For me, the most surprising and delighting part of working with oyster catchers is they uncovered things that we hadn't thought about. They went into areas we'd not even considered. So it was absolutely a value for money piece of work because it brought out some different, some new and exciting territory that has absolutely driven the success of our business. In More Than, we like to have long-standing agency relationships, and the critical part of success for me, again, is this word relationship. It's really important that both parties know what's expected, have common goals and common aspirations. And at the heart of any relationship is communication and conversation, being honest with each other, being open, a culture of challenge where appropriate, and also a culture of support as well, where that's required. But it's got to be balanced well on both sides. And I think for me, in relationship, that challenge word is critical. No one should be afraid to challenge what's going on or what needs to change, because challenge is at the heart of change. And the business we're in insurance, the markets we're involved with, that change curve is critical. We need to keep ahead of competitors. Change and challenge is at the heart of that. For me, marketing excellence is a word that could get worn out, but at the heart of it are some basic marketing principles. And I still come back to the 4 Ps of marketing. Probably become a little bit worn out through the years, but they're still valid. At the heart of those, though, is customer. Understanding who you're targeting with the right offer at the right time. Absolutely key. And I think for our business, understanding how new media fits within that context. Data is therefore critical. How you use customer data, how that's applied to how you target, how you design propositions, how you get to that end customer are absolutely areas we see as critical to future success of More Than and RSA. The really exciting part for me with my new role as CMO in RSA is it's a much bigger stage to show what great marketing can do and what it's all about. We work in quite a traditional business. It's 300 years old. We've got some core marketing functions, but we need to get better. So for me, the greatest challenge and opportunity is taking what we've done in More Than and doing it everywhere. We're in 32 countries. We've got over 20 million customers around the world. How can we take and prove what really brilliant marketing is all about and do it every day, everywhere in our market? It's a challenge, but also a huge, huge opportunity. And that is what gets me out of bed every morning.